Welcome aboard Memphi, our 38-foot Moody sailboat. I'm Kim. And this is Steve. We bought our sailing boat in October 2019 and are planning to sail the Med for a couple of years.
Welcome to Albania. We successfully anchored in Saranda Bay. Another first for us on Memphi. Woohoo! The process to check into Albania was quick and painless thanks to Helia from Saranda Summer Tours, which meant we could start exploring sooner rather than later.
This boating life thing, well, we learn something new every day and we do something outside of our comfort zone every day. So this morning we have lifted our anchor successfully and moved ourselves. We're moored somewhere over there. We lifted our anchor and we've come into a little pier next to this whopping thing and this beautiful thing. And what we've done new today is the fact that we've actually reversed in and used the anchor to reverse park into this spot. And now my friend is connecting us to power and water so that we can enjoy the sunshine. I'm taking the couch apart and look! I found an empty space. How did that happen? We've got more space to put stuff. Yay! We're off out and about this morning. Steve's going for a Popeye, Wharfie, Where's Wally look, what did you say? Was it a Where's Wally? Okay, and to be fair, maybe what should I call my look? It's like a hipster...
Grunge 70s hipster.
Grunge? Grunge? Hipster grunge with my hoodie that goes on. Or doesn't go on.
Your hoodie was inside out.
Well, here we are. We've decided to get a car and we're driving to the Blue Eye.
The Blue Eye is a naturally occurring spring about a 30-minute drive south from Saranda. Definitely worth the trip. The incredibly clear water bubbles up from more than 50 metres below.
Okay, I'm not sure if you can see how pretty this is.
But it's all the underwater parks.
Gorgeous.
Magnificent.
Down in there is a natural spring, which is why the water is moving so fast. Steve got so excited till he saw a sign that said no diving, no swimming. How rude.
On our way to Girocaster.
Check out this view.
Check out the view. And there's a floodplain down there and mountains everywhere.
Okay, busted. Check out our crepe feast. The servings are massive.
I'm lying back in my chair because I have just devoured a crepe with banana and Nutella and also had some of Steve's. It's too yummy to even show you because it's gone. There are all sorts of yummy things in it, like bacon and sausage and ham and cheese and tomato and chips and mayonnaise. And is that your unsatisfied face? As well as a hot chocolate and a coffee. So we're ready to climb a hill.
Girocaster is a UNESCO World Heritage Site famous for its Ottoman-style town and fortress. The old wooden facade houses lean against the slopes of the hills. The old town is the birthplace of the Nobel laureate writer Ismail Kadare and communist leader Enver Hoxha. The history of the city spans numerous intriguing and controversial periods.
Welcome to the castle of Girocaster. It's an amazing stone fortress built in the 4th century and sits on an 1,100-foot high hillside. The castle has experienced many changes and additions over the years. An Ottoman leader constructed a clock tower in the 1800s. During the First and Second World Wars, the castle was used as shelter for residents against airstrikes. At the entrance of the castle, there are a collection of cannonballs, and inside the military museum, there is an assortment of weapons collected from olden day times up to the First and Second World Wars. The castle also consists of a prison built in 1932 by King Zog, used by his and other regimes, including the fascists, the Nazis, as well as the communist regime up until the 1970s when it became a museum. And there's the armoury that we've been through and also a history section. And we just had a look at the solitary confinement bit. It's
an amazing posse.
Steep.
Yeah, they are steep. What did you say was down here?
Ovens.
Ovens. Big old ovens. My goodness. That's very cool.
An interesting display in the castle grounds is an American two-seater aircraft. It was forced to land near Tirana in 1957 and was considered to be a spy plane. During the Cold War, this event was considered a triumph over the West, which is why it was placed on display. These days, though, the castle plays host to the National Folklore Festival and other festivals, and is one of the most popular places to visit in Albania.
So pretty.
I wandered off by myself. But look what you find. That's just stunning. No idea where I am. Somewhere next to the church. It's play school and we found the arch window. It is a real picture window. Check that out. We've now explored from one end to the other. It's a massive, massive castle. On another little adventure today. I'm just stopping so you can see this. Okay, sun's in my eyes, but it's so pretty. I had to stop.
Don't pay the ferryman, don't even fix a price. Don't pay the ferryman until he gets you to the other side. Ooh. If you've stopped laughing or cringing at my singing, next stop, Butrint National Park. Right next to an old ferry crossing, Butrint is another must-see in southern Albania.
Now which way do we go?
It's too hard to decide. Do we follow the wall or do we follow the path?
More that way.
Established in the year 2000, this is an impressive site not only for its archaeological wonders, but also for its flora and fauna. The small animals and birds that live here were nowhere to be seen when we visited. They obviously heard us coming. Butrint is less than half an hour drive south of Saranda and sits on 94 square kilometres. It includes freshwater lakes, wetlands, salt marshes, open plains, reed beds and islands. Considered one of the most important archaeological sites in the country, Butrint contains artefacts and structures from the Iron Age up to the Middle Ages. Numerous monuments still stand within this ancient city, including the city walls, a late antiquity baptistry, a great basilica, Roman theatre and 2 castles. We had a gorgeous sunny winter's day to explore the grounds and loved it.
Found another one.
Going around. Going around. Here comes the wave again.
This face is one of relief. Okay, I've just done the dishes, so it's a bit greasy too. But so relieved because since we bought our boat back in October, we had to start a long and lengthy process, little did we know, to get all these things done to register it as an Australian vessel. And that was back in October that we started. And then the AMSA papers, the official papers, were actually sent from Australia to us in Lefkada. They left Perth around the 20th or 24th of December. And then we left Lefkada at the end of January. I'm looking at Steve too. And we still hadn't got them, which was a bit stressful and frustrating. Then our contact in Lefkada organised a courier, which was supposed to take 3 days, to courier them to us here in Sarande in Albania. And of course, those 3 days came and went. And we don't speak the language here, so it got very, very confusing. But thankfully, we have an agent here who's fabulous and has been able to talk to different people on our behalf. And I emailed them, they called Steve, and we were snoozing this morning and got a phone call saying, "It's here!" So Steve jumped into action, but we couldn't understand what she was saying or where it was. So then Gazmond, lovely man, so called the lady, picked up our package, and we have our Australian registration papers. We're about to open the package. Such a relief. It's a package within a package. Whew. Intact. So it's travelled a long way and the envelope's pretty tattered. But woo-hoo-hoo! That's exciting.
Such a relief to finally have those official boat papers in our hot little hands. Thanks for joining us, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and even leave us a comment or a question.